So she's the Tesla Roadster of sex robots.
But how embarrassing is it that to be on that wait list, to put $200 down for the right to pay $4,000 to $8,000 for a sex robot that doesn't even move?
And you were in Vegas when you did this? $200. I mean,
no kidding. It's all the bourbon's fault. Welcome to the Andy Meadows Show. We've got a good roundtable coming up where we'll discuss my vasectomy update, why waiting on the tarmac sucks, becoming your parents' moments, the Venezuelan coup, AI sex robots, and more. But first, your headlines. The Clintons are refusing to testify in the Epstein probe. Both Bill and Hillary Clinton have refused to testify before a House panel investigating Jeffrey Epstein. It's all part of Bill's, "I wasn't the only one going to the sex island. Why am I the one getting in trouble for it?" defense. I love how part of the talking points now is Epstein was a super connected guy. He helped people with all sorts of things, not just supplying them with underage girls. Yeah, but those other things were also nefarious. I say if you went to a sex island, now you go to prison island, regardless of what your last name is, what company you own, or what country you run. Saks, the parent company of Saks Fifth Avenue and Neiman Marcus, has filed for bankruptcy. If you're sitting there saying, they're still around, I hadn't shopped there in years. Hence why it's filing for bankruptcy. Because none of us want to leave the house to go to a store and try on clothes that some salesperson is going to pretend we look great in, so we'll buy it. Then we go home and our spouse's reaction tells us that we don't, in fact, look good in it. We look stupid. Then we have to lie about how much it cost, and that's the whole thing. That's how I got my suede jacket and what my wife calls my towel shirt. Protests against the government continue in Iran, where between 600 and 3,000 people have been killed across the country. President Trump is warning Iran against executing protesters because he doesn't know how irony works. You can't talk smack about what a foreign country is doing while your ICE agents are tackling 17-year-old U.S. citizens at the Target they work at. Why they drop them off at Walmart? Because we all know Walmart is the crappier version of Target. We just shop there because it's slightly cheaper. Walmart has actually stepped up their game lately. A lot more healthy options. Still can't get enough of Stranger Things. A new documentary entitled One Last Adventure, The Making of Stranger Things, dives behind the scenes of the 5th and final season. Something tells me they'll conveniently leave out the part where David Harbour screams at Millie Bobby Brown about how she dresses too risque. He's a character actor. That's how Hopper would have handled it. Despite rumors they might return to the PGA, Bryson DeChambeau, John Rahm, and Cameron Smith have officially committed to LIV Golf for 2026, ignoring the option to return to the PGA Tour. But hey, it's not about the money. It's about facing weaker competition while making a lot of money.
Look at you. You got art behind you and whatnot. I've got a dirty kitchen. How about that?
I'm in the middle of transforming the studio. It's about 25% done.
All right. So it'll be done next year sometime.
Well, now it's January, so hopefully not that long. But how have you been?
I'm good. How you doing?
Good. Oh, hey, I was going to load some a media file.
Oh, you got the microphone coming from below you. You're using a different microphone now.
I've always had the mic coming
Things
from
have
below
changed.
me. I'm a professional. I don't do the on the side thing.
Oh, so sorry. I'm not a professional for your show.
That's one of the first things.
Actually, I'm not a professional. Professionals get paid.
That's true. One of the first things Reynolds told me when he saw this, he's like, "You got to get that mic coming up from below. You radio people always had the boom coming in from the side."
Well, that's what I got. So sorry.
Because we like to cover our faces. Duh.
What are you talking about? This is fine. This here's fine.
No, that's why. And you're good about setting it off to the side so it doesn't cover your face. But I would have it like right up here where half of my face was covered. Are you on an RE22 or are you on a?
I am on an RE320. It's the cheapo black version. Same internals, but they made them in China, I think, instead of somewhere good.
This is what people love is hearing hearing folks talk about what.
Oh yeah, the equipment, what gear I got.
I'm using a Rodecaster Pro 2. That's why I can do this.
Oh, I have one of those too.
Do you?
It doesn't do anything when I hit the button. Weird.
Oh, you got to set it up.
This is my favorite. I can talk like Satan.
I can talk like.
Oh, it's because I don't have
helium,
that knob turned up.
or I'm an alien.
All right, I got it. Yeah. Things happen.
I can say. Do you know why I pulled you over, sir?
That's like that's not the, you know why I pulled you over. That's like the.
I'm stuck in Satan voice. Hold on.
There you go. What's that?
All right. That's like a drive-through or a captain speaking kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
Pilot.
Test 1, 2. This is your captain speaking. If you'll look on the right side of your window, you'll see that half of the country is on fire. Not funny.
Not funny. So
Are you done? Are you done? Are you done playing now?
Yeah, I'm done playing with it. The vasectomy update. I know people are really excited.
Oh,
to hear
yeah?
about that, 'cause
How are the nuts?
It's not like we talked about that enough in the last one.
I think you might have lost a few of your viewers with that vasectomy talk. Mainly Mom. I know she walked out of the room.
And if you're losing Mom,
I know, if Mom won't.
If Mom won't. People want it. So we had a good comment about it. The commenter that made me not feel so alone, he agreed with me that it was horrifying. He said, here's my experience. I went to, and so you made fun of my decision to go to somebody who was available.
Yeah, immediately.
This guy went to somebody who was a medical student. So he had the medical student doing the procedure with the doctor behind him, and he goes, all I heard was, as soon as the knife cut into me, I heard the doctor go, oh, no. Because the medical student had cut the wrong part of his very private parts.
Wow.
Yeah. So, I
mean
talk about that takes the cake. That's way more terrifying than mine was.
That guy probably got paid to get the vasectomy at that point. Like, you know, do they work on models? Like, there's got to be some kind of.
That sounds like something a couple years ago I would 100% done it that way. But
like, we'll give you $500 to come get a vasectomy from us.
Yeah.
While we're learning. Why?
Yeah, that's so that guy definitely had a worse experience than me. But so the update, when they tell you to wait 5 to 7 days to pick up anything heavy, they mean it. Day 3, I got cocky and picked up our smallest child, the 20-pound child, and I was holding him for maybe 10 minutes, rocking him tops, almost passed out. And Jill
probably wouldn't have been good with baby in the hand.
Yeah. The sister-in-law had to come over and help. So shout out to her for helping. But that was.
Is it because you couldn't really explain to the baby, hey, I am in a state where you just have to lay there and cry? Is that what you were saying? Or
well, luckily I was right next to the crib, so I was able to put him in the crib, and I was feeding him through the slats. So I'm down on the floor, like, because I'm thinking if I get up, it's going to get worse. So I'm like, and I'd already put the 2-year-old to bed. So the 2-year-old was, and I've got a monitor, so I can monitor all of them
from the floor.
But I'm feeding the 6-month-old through the crib slats, and he's stopping crying because he's like, as long as he got his milk, he was happy. But I was thinking, man, if something goes wrong and Jill's not here to help.
So you were doing like a hamster cage feed where it was going through, and he's sitting here.
Yeah, and it's all because I was cocky and thought, oh, I can handle this. Because you do each day you feel a little better, so you start thinking, I'm okay. But anyway, so how was your holiday travel?
Holiday travel was actually not bad, other than long. I mean, you know, Dallas to Anchorage, and then we got on board and we sat on the tarmac for who knows how long because he's like, yeah, you guys are kind of heavy, so we're going to have to put more gas in. And so then we were
this
sitting
your pilot
there.
Speaking, just letting you know you guys are a little heavy, specifically you in seat 19C. No.
Had a big Christmas dinner there, did you?
Sorry, that's the last time I'm going to use that, I promise.
Okay. for this episode.
A little heavy on the tarmac. Gotcha.
Yeah, so we had to wait around for him to go get more gas, and then so we were on the tarmac for an hour, and then the flight was headwinds, so we were in the air for another 7 hours. So it was a long day of traveling back.
There's nothing worse. I don't know why it's so much worse than waiting in the airport, but waiting on the tarmac is the freaking worst.
It's absolutely the worst. Well, one, you can't get up and pee or move around, or you're trapped, and you're like, I should be moving. We got to the plane. The plane is here. We're on the plane. We should be leaving. Yeah.
And you're in a plane surrounded by other people who are also incredibly agitated.
Collective. Yeah. It's just like the energy spreading.
Right. So you're just like, if
one thing is going to set the whole plane off
to somebody, it's going to set off everything. And that's why I feel like sometimes don't they start giving you service? Like they'll give you drinks and stuff. Or do they? I
mean, yeah, if you're there long enough. There's now a limit to how long they can leave you on the tarmac. I think it's like 2 hours. Then
they have to take you back to the terminal.
They have to do something, yeah.
Yeah, I've almost had that happen. I've had it where they're like, if we're any longer on, we're going to have to go back to the terminal. But it's catch-22 because you want the plane to take off, and you feel like if they go back to the terminal, we're definitely.
That happened to us when we were leaving Vegas in December. Is they put us on the plane. And then it took a while for whatever reason. And then the pilots worked out that they couldn't fly all the way to Alaska and still be under time. So they took us back to the gate and they're like, oh, we're going to look for another crew. And so we're sitting there at the, on the plane. And they go, if you feel like it, you can get off and we'll let you know. And as soon as they say that, you're like, okay, this is not going. We're not.
I always get off at that point because I've seen Final Destination. And I'm thinking,
if they gave you the opportunity, the plane's going down.
I want to be that one guy that your family all thinks that you're gone, and you're like, if everybody thought I was gone, I would have a week of like goofing around before I told anybody. Which would probably make it worse because they full on go through the funeral and everything. And
you're going to get buried. You're going to go all the way to that. You're going to be standing in the back at your own funeral, cracking jokes.
Oh, that would be the best because you could show up and you could be like, is there just some guy that looks a lot like Andy that we didn't know about? And I'm just like, oh, did he have an identical twin and we didn't know?
What's going to depress you is if you show up and nobody's crying.
Hey, why are there 4 people here? It's not like I'm 95 and all my friends are dead. I'm 47. There should be.
I know, but it's hard to get there. It's on a Saturday. We had things to do.
A Saturday? That's the best day for one.
No. If I can't get off work with the claim of, I got to go to my brother's funeral, then what's the point?
Yeah. So that's not too bad, just sitting on the tarmac. Oh, did I tell you, this is why I understand nothing about how the internet works in YouTube. You had the top clip we've had so far.
In the history of the internet? I know, it's pretty good.
In the history of the show. And organic, like no money behind it, just totally organic, was you complaining about parking in Vegas.
Dude, it's real. People get it.
Yeah, I guess
I'm going there to give the casino my money. They know I'm going to give them my money, but they have to take a little more. Like, come on, dude.
Well, don't you feel like that's probably them getting hit up by the people that do the parking or something?
No, it's their property, man. It's their property. It's because they're all corporate now and shareholder value, and we got to keep making more and more money every time. It's all BS.
Yeah, and it's kind of a con because you're like, ooh, hotel rooms for $99. That's a pretty nice hotel for $99, and then you get there and it's like 20 something for the parking, and
the resort fee, $50 resort fee, and it's like, okay, now it's $149 a night because of the $50 resort fee, and then we're gonna pay for parking, and then I miss when the mob ran it, man. they knew what they were doing.
Everybody
these people are gonna get this. It's crazy that the mob was less of a criminal.
Yeah. Because they stayed out of my pocket. I mean, we're not charging them for parking too. They're taking all ridiculous. Money in the casino.
Literally, they're giving us their money when they show up.
I don't have a button that makes our voices have an Italian accent.
Yeah, probably it's offensive anyway. So
that's the Procaster 3. That's the next version.
Oh, dude, it'd be great if a button just gave you the accents. Then you can claim, I'm not doing the offensive accent. The Roadcaster.
It got stuck in that button. That's why I was doing the Chinese accent for the whole show. You had to do it the whole show.
I couldn't find the button again.
I couldn't find the button
on a different page.
Joe makes fun because I do like. I'm not going to do them because they're all terrible and offensive. But every accent I do, it's like I do like 2 or 3 well, and then so I just try to do those for every single.
Oh, and it doesn't fit in the situation.
It doesn't fit the situation. She's like, that's not a German accent. German's a hard accent to do. I don't know.
No, the German's not hard. You just have to the German, yeah. And I think you can do German. That's one of the ones you could still get away with.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
They're not going to get mad. They don't care.
A lot of news obviously happened since.
What did you hear something?
Man, that's. Isn't it crazy that none of us are talking about Venezuela anymore because of the thing that, I mean, it's not funny, but what happened in Minnesota. But,
oh, yeah. No,
but it got us all to, no one's talking about Venezuela anymore because, I mean, we straight up.
Actually, really, the whole thing is nobody's talking about Jeffrey Epstein anymore.
Yeah.
For
sure. But, I mean, it is insane that we essentially took over a country over the holidays.
Yeah, like Merry Christmas.
And now we've
gas
all
is
moved
cheaper
on.
now.
Gas is not. I mean, gas will probably eventually be cheaper because they have a ton of oil there. But I mean, it was just like that. That's one of a lot of the things that happen. I'm like, am I going crazy? Like, this is an enormous deal. Like, why isn't everybody like just because I'm not? This is the first time we've ever
the
done
Minnesota thing took over that, and now Trump's like, hey. I am going to take Greenland. That wasn't me joking around. I'm going to go take Greenland. And so that's going to wipe out whatever else is going on. And so then now that's the story. And then tomorrow you wake up and it's something else. And it's crazy. I think we're just numb to it at this point. We're like, oh, that's what's going on in here, I guess.
That's exactly.
Like when he took over Venezuela, nice operation. They did the, press conference afterwards. When he actually started talking about oil in the press conference, I'm like, really? This is the part you're not supposed to talk about.
Yeah.
You're talking about the quiet part out loud, like right afterwards. Like, oh yeah, they got a lot of oil too. And we're going to get it.
I mean, that's why some people like the fact that he's transparent and he just says the truth. But what sucks if you're the guy that works for him is he sends you out there to say the lie. Like, because Rubio went on all the talk shows and tried to have a legal justification for why we did it, why we didn't tell Congress, and then Trump's like, yeah, I told the oil companies. Yeah, it was basically for the oil. So they're all like, hey, I didn't get the memo that we were just going to be honest about the thing, and I just made a fool of myself. So yeah, that's a
challenge.
Anyway. But I think he'll probably buy Greenland. I don't think that'll be a military operation. I think that'll be it happens. I think it'll be a financial thing, don't you?
No, because it's not going to happen.
Oh, you don't think
they're not going to take our money? They don't want it. They have really good social benefits over there. They have the Denmark system where everything's paid for, the taxes are higher, but whatever, it doesn't matter. And they want to be part of America because you bought them? No, they're not. They're not for sale, dude.
Well, and that's what everyone would have said about Venezuela. I mean, nobody thought he was going to
we didn't buy Venezuela.
We didn't, but Venezuela's not part of America either. He basically just took out the top person, so the person below. It's kind of like what people have done in the past where you take out the main leader and then you scare the crap out of everybody else, and then they just do what you want them to. It's kind of what happened. Nobody wants to say that. But basically, because it's the vice.
What you're describing is a coup.
Right. It is a coup, but it's a coup with a really efficient, effective military. So that where none of your people get killed and 80 of their folks get killed, and you take their leader and bring them back. I mean, it was kind of it's kind of a baller move to bring him back to the U.S. and put him in prison, because usually you just kill them so they can't tell their story. But bringing him back to the U.S. and putting him on trial is kind of like, because it's that if you've been a dictator for years, an authoritarian leader, the worst thing is to go sit in a cell for the rest of your life.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Well, yeah. I'm glad that you're empathizing with the dictator now.
Actually, my real thoughts,
you know what? The coffee in prison is crap compared to Venezuela.
My initial thought when it happened was, I kind of would prefer that to happen over a bunch of boats getting blown up that may or may not have people running drugs in them. It may have
Right.
like people being illegally, trafficked, or just fishermen, and we got the wrong boat. Who knows? So at least this guy was guilty of being a bad person, an authoritarian leader. But what do I know?
I don't know. I feel like we should obey international law, but that's just me.
Hey, do you ever have any of those I'm becoming my parents moments?
No.
You really don't?
Yeah. Of course I do. But I don't let's see.
When which parent are you becoming? Because we have obviously we're brothers. We have the same.
We have two parents? Is that what you're saying? Like a lot of you out there, we had two people make us.
We weren't made in a throuple. That wasn't around in 1978 and 1982.
Oh, it was, dude, in the 70s.
Yeah, actually, it definitely was. Nobody talked about
Odds are pretty good that we were. We just didn't know.
No. Now she's definitely stopping watching the show.
I told you, as soon as you said vasectomy, she turned it off, so you're fine.
So which parent are you becoming when you have those moments? More like mom or dad?
No, more like dad, because it's usually just frustration with something and I blow up. Yeah. I'm like, oh, why are you so stupid?
Dude, that's exactly what happened to me yesterday. So I was I took the two oldest to HEB, and I had a limited window, right? Because we'd already started dinner. So I had an hour before dinner was ready. And I was like, I can go to HEB. I can take
with the
both of them
kids,
with me, with two of the kids, the oldest ones who want to run around. And HEB on Saturday in Frisco, Texas is insane. So it was incredibly packed in there.
So why would you do this to yourself? This is your fault more than anything.
Oh, yeah. It's
You're setting it up like I'm an idiot, and now I'm going to get mad because I'm a dumb person.
Right. And which is why I ultimately did not yell at anybody at HEB in Frisco yesterday. I kept my cool, but I had several moments because the kids were making me mad because they weren't listening to me. They were pulling things off.
Yeah.
The stuff, obviously, there was nowhere to put them in the cart where they wouldn't throw things out of the cart. I mean, it was
you need to handcuff them if you're taking them, is what you're saying.
It was all, well, Market Street's better because they have the one that looks like a car. So you can put them up there and they're entertained. But
where's HEB at? I figured they'd have that.
No, they just have a really big cart but they're both they're both big enough that they're right next to each other. So they're kicking and hitting each other, and one wants down, and then when that one gets down, the other one wants down. Neither are listening. And so it was a nightmare. And then there's also people in HEB that just stand in the middle of the aisle. Like, I don't know which kind of pasta sauce I want. And I'm like, dude. So I almost had a couple of those
it's
moments.
got basil in it now.
I found myself several times wanting to go, yeah, just stand in the middle of the aisle. That's what we should do. And those words were literally about to come out of my mouth. And as soon as I got back in the car, I wanted to call Dad and say, I totally get it. I get why you would sometimes lose your cool.
Apparently your fuse is just enough longer. Because he would blow, but then he'd be like, oh, I felt bad. You could tell he felt bad about it. Blowing.
Yeah, my problem is when I blow, I don't feel bad about it. Like when I lose it, I just go,
you deserve that.
Because I have a longer fuse, when I finally lose it, it's freaking, that's why I do my best not to, because I know it's going to be not pretty. And if Jill's there, she's gonna tell everybody because she thinks it's hilarious, but also in the moment it terrifies her.
She's probably super embarrassed. Yeah,
she's super embarrassed. Yeah. Because you know how all those things that go through your head that you don't say, like the filter's completely gone, and I just
you just once it blows, you're just like nothing. Anything that comes to mind is coming out of your mouth, is what you're saying.
People that have worked for me are like, yes, 100. If they were watching this, they're going, yeah, I saw one of those moments. And I mean, I never say the thing that gets you canceled or anything like that, but I mean, I've definitely said some stuff that
was true but mean.
True but mean, because that's where your brain goes. Is like, what's the thing I can say that's going to hurt this person's feelings because it's actually kind of true. Really messed up.
For me, it is regularly the grocery store that frustrates me because people apparently have forgotten how the grocery store works.
Yeah, there's so many rules that we all kind of know to follow, and then just people have stopped following. Like, why would you I have to calmly ask people to get their cart out of the way all the time, where they block the whole aisle, by themselves.
Yeah.
And it's
because they got the cart here and then they're standing in front of things forever, looking at them, trying to decide, and you're in the corner.
79 cents.
And then they're standing in front of the stuff, but they're on their phone. I don't know if they're looking up a recipe, if they've got a text message, if they're doing Wordles. Who knows? But they're on the phone in front of where you need to be.
I've been that guy, and I don't do it on speaker because that's the worst, but I've definitely been the husband on the phone talking to the wife, and the wife doesn't answer. So you're like trying to figure out, like, do we have mayonnaise still? You're trying to figure that out, and she doesn't answer, so you're angry, and then she calls back, and I've been that guy. So
the whole time you're standing in front of the mayo doing that.
I try to be cognizant.
And I'm the guy behind you going, I know I need mayo. I know it's right. I can see it. Should I reach around? Should I say something?
Oh, I do that. I use my tall guy abilities to reach over people that are
yoink.
Yes. So sometimes I'll look at you like, I'm like, I'm not sitting here waiting anymore because you can't decide which mayo to get. I'm gonna just get the mayo. Oh, and then there's at the checkout, there's about 1,000 things that can tick you off.
Yeah.
You pick the wrong checkout aisle. Like you think this person's gonna go really fast checking things out. And then you get in that line and you pick the slowest checker there that has to talk to every single person that comes through.
Weird. Yours still has checkers in it? Most of the ones I go to, they make me work for them. I am an unpaid intern at the Safeway.
I don't mind that at all. I don't get people's grievance with that because
I don't work there.
But I can control how fast it goes. I'm at no one's mercy. You know what I mean?
One, you give me an employee discount if I'm checking myself out. That's just standard.
The employee
should happen.
discount is that half of people accidentally don't scan their water that's on the
Well,
bottom
see, that's
of the
challenge. If you screw up now, Safeway's probably not going to, but Target is apparently like the FBI, and they're keeping a file on everybody that walks in there. And if you accidentally don't scan something, they let you get away with it. And they let you get away with it, and they let you get away with it. If you shop at Target enough and are a bad enough employee for them when you're checking stuff out and you miss stuff and you get over whatever the state's threshold for felony is, you're getting arrested. And they're going to show up and they're going to arrest you and they're going to go, yeah, you stole $1,000 from or $1,200 from Target.
Just making this up?
No, this is true. There's a video out there, evidence of seeing
TikTok. I saw a video on TikTok.
Actually, it was this week or last week. I saw a video of a lady in Florida getting arrested. She really did steal a bunch of stuff from Target. But
yeah,
if she had accidentally done it, it would have been the same thing because she had stolen enough over 18 trips that it became a felony. And it was like it was a white privilege arrest. They showed up and they were like, "Hey, Target lady, we're going to arrest you now." And she's like, "Ooh, I'm so sorry. Can you not put handcuffs on me?"
Maybe return those $6,000 worth of things. That
they super politely arrested this lady, and I don't know what happened. But the Target really did from self-checkout stealing.
Well, good for them. She stole a whole bunch of stuff.
But I don't know if I'm accidentally stealing stuff.
Now, if it's accidental, but yeah.
How would you know?
That's true. I have noticed, and maybe it's because of this lady that got in trouble, but I have noticed at Target, like if you accidentally hover something over and it doesn't catch it, Target, it'll quickly go, item didn't scan, and give you a message. I mean, it gives you like 0.2 seconds. So they're definitely trying to catch this. Because you could also do the thing where you like pretend for the cameras, you scan it, but you
bleep, bleep. I'm just sitting there making no bleep, 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 bleep.
Making that noise. The only thing I've done is I've gotten back to the car and been like, oh, I didn't pay for that water that's on the bottom.
That was underneath, yeah.
That's underneath, and you're not going back to pay for that.
I mean, the only thing I've done is every time it's organic, it's not. The organic bananas? Nope, regular bananas.
I will never accidentally even steal something from Market Street because one time I left my groceries in the parking lot on accident. Yeah. Because I was loading up the kids and I was more concerned about whether they got in the car, and I forgot the groceries were just sitting in the cart. So you left
just a cart full of groceries out in the...
Probably $150 worth of groceries sitting just in the middle of the parking lot. I get home, I realize I drive all the way back, and they're sitting in customer service at Market Street all ready for me. They're like, nice. We figured that was you, because they'd seen me before, I guess.
Yeah.
and I shop in there a lot. So I will
Like,
never.
this
even
guy looks dumb
accidentally-
enough to do this.
Well, when they see me in there fumbling around with the kids, clearly not knowing what I'm doing,
Right.
and they're like, "Yeah, that I know who left his groceries.
That
It's that
checked out.
guy. It's that guy who's constantly because Madeline has broken 2 beer bottles in Market Street because she'll just pick them up and hurl them
Hunk 'em out of the cart.
and as their arms get longer, out of the cart, out of the aisle. I mean, so you have to make sure you're.
I'm
this
telling you,
far.
dude. I know this sounds messed up, but maybe a straitjacket or handcuffs. Something
Well,
like,
and now-
you can come, but you got to come like this, sweetie.
And now Annie sees Madeline do that.
And she
And
goes,
so
"Ooh, that
now,
sounds fun."
Even if you take Annie by herself, now her arms aren't quite as long, but she can still. So I look like a psycho because when I get them in the aisle, if somebody's checking us out, I'm like, let's not touch anything, let's not grab anything, because they will literally take everything off the.
This is where you screwed up. You should have never showed them that the store exists. Be like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Dude, when you have kids,
Now they want to go with you.
the store is the only refuge to get out of the house sometimes. And then you have to start taking the kids to the store, and it's less of a refuge. Yeah. Oh, speaking of inevitable things that happened, let me see if this works. I'm not sharing my screen. I'm just playing a clip.
Okay. And I'm supposed to hear it through my headphones?
Oh, wait, that's preview. No, it's got no audio because I don't want to get in trouble for playing the audio. But
You're not sharing it. I can't hear it.
Yeah, you won't be able to hear it. No audio.
Oh, but I can see
So
that there is a sex doll.
robots. Yeah, you
Yeah.
guessed what that is. Yeah, sex
well, I
robots
mean-
are officially here.
She wasn't in the shape of a maid, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, so for the first time, there was a sex robot. It's, CES.
CES,
right
yeah.
there in Las Vegas, of course. And, for the first time, there was a sex robot there. The company's name is Lovents. Her name is Emily, although you can give her whatever name you want if you pay for her. Can you guess the price? I mean, I know you just saw that quickly. You want to see it again?
Sure, but I mean, I'm going to guess $50,000.
Look, take a good look.
Again,
50,000?
50 grand.
So I should have given you a little more information. She's not mobile yet. She's basically she's basically stationary. So because if you look at the longer form video,
That's-
they've kind of got her like tied up to the thing to hold her up. So
I mean, some people are into that, but
I'll pay extra for that.
I was assuming she was a fully mobile
So not being
participant.
fully
in this.
fully mobile. I mean, she might be a willing participant because she's got AI loaded and she has a voice. She talks. There's 5 different personalities you can give her, and but not moving around. So to call it a robot is kind of a stretch because she's not.
It's
moving
a sex
yet.
doll with a speaker in it, is what you're
It's a
saying, more
sex doll
likely?
with Alexa built into her head,
Oh, okay.
basically. But with
So,
with a
$5
full
grand?
personality. Ooh, you're getting close. 4 to 8 grand.
Well, that was right in it. It wasn't close. It was.
Yeah, it was firmly in there.
Oh, what's the double spread there, too? Are there options you can get?
Oh,
Like,
yeah. There's got to be like a boatload of options. 'Cause
add-ons.
you can give her different personalities. So it's hey, if you want the one with a good personality, that's 8 grand.
If you want that one that doesn't really like you that much, that's the 4.
If you want the one that doesn't talk at all, that's actually 10 grand. No, I'm kidding. That's no. So you can give her different voice and different personalities. So I don't know what the other upgrades are. I'm sure there's all kinds of things you can.
I know, heated seats
tweak.
and leather and whatever.
But here's the really sad part. There's a waiting list already, and it's $200 just to get on the waiting list. So even
So they're pulling the Elon thing where they're taking deposits and then man. So she's the Tesla Roadster of sex robots.
But how bad of how embarrassing is it that to be on that wait list, to put $200 down for the right to pay $4,000 to $8,000 for a sex robot that doesn't even move?
And you were in Vegas when you did this? $200. I mean,
No kidding. You'd have better success selling this outside of Las Vegas. The price point, maybe the price point will go up now. That's
Why? I mean, and I don't understand it, frankly, because you're saying it's a robot, but it doesn't move.
yeah,
But the eyes move, the mouth moves, something like that. Like it talks. I mean,
well, and
but is it a puppet? You know, does it react?
it talks,
or you're saying it
so
doesn't
you
move?
You can see it a little bit, and maybe not in that clip I showed, but in the longer form of the video, she talks, her mouth moves, her head moves a little bit, her eyes flicker. So I mean, it looks somewhat lifelike. Maybe it's someone that had been drugged or something.
Jesus, this is Cosby's sex doll. Is that what you're saying?
No, if you want the one that's drugged, that's the $8,000 model.
12 grand,
even higher. But yeah, so it doesn't. To call it a robot is a little bit.
It's an advanced blow up doll.
But I just thought it was insane that people are paying $200 just for the right to eventually own that. But they're coming. I mean, they're going to get more evolved, and they're gonna. I mean, Ex Machina, like that's down the road. I mean, that's on the way.
Yeah, I mean, but I think it was China that had the mobile lady robot a few months ago, who was very much like stacked and like, why would you make your robot so stacked just to do robot things? And you're like, okay,
that's why. Yeah, and so in the longer form clip, the host I saw like touched the skin, and he was like, "Yeah, it does feel more lifelike than I expected it to." So yeah, that's probably why they're getting the price point that they're getting.
I'll wait till the reviews come in.
Honey, did you review a No? It's hard to hide a $4,000 to $8,000 purchase from your spouse.
I think if you have a spouse, you don't have a sex robot.
Hopefully.
Just
if you do, that's not a good sign. Oh, this also was at CES. So this is
AI girlfriend?
No, AI, they're calling them AI companions. So basically, it's turning your Alexa into a little character. Like everyone I saw looked kind of like anime characters. It didn't look like a real person. It kind of looked anime-ish. But I don't know. I could kind of see that one.
I mean, I hope that because I'm not very nice to my Alexa, because most of the time, she's about to start asking me what I'm talking about now, because she always reacts when I don't want her to. I'm just walking around the house and I say something that doesn't involve her, and then she pops on. I'm like, shut up, Alexa. Didn't talk to you. So I'm probably should start being nicer to it if it's going to have a visual representation for me.
Well, maybe that's why they're doing it, because they think, I mean, so the whole theme of some of the things at CES, I think we're trying to bridge the gap between the robots and like making everything a little more human, so it feels more like we're interacting with a person as opposed to interacting with a computer. But so I don't mind the Alexa thing. I could see having one of those. Just because it'd be kind of funny, too, on your desk to have a little miniature assistant that you talk to.
It's like, I mean, I've seen some Black Mirror episodes that are that, but not good.
Yeah, that's the Black Mirror side of that is it's kind of like you have a little tiny imprisoned person.
Yeah, and I think that's what Black Mirror was, is that you imprisoned yourself. She imprisoned herself into the device to have a perfect assistant for herself.
Quick rant here. I'm thinking about trying a sleep study. I went to a sleep doctor because he thinks I have sleep apnea. I wake up several times during the night. He thinks I have sleep apnea. I don't think I do. My wife doesn't think I do. So they want me to try a CPAP machine, which I don't want to do. Because then it's like you're wearing a all night. It doesn't sound like something you should do at the age of 47. That sounds like something you should do at the age of 67 or whatever. No, at no age should you have to wear that stupid contraption. But anywho, the other option they gave me was a mouth guard, which sounded a little bit better. So I'm thinking about that, and they now are offering to put me in this sleep study where you can try out this $8,000 cooling heating pad. It's called 8 Sleep. And it looks really awesome. Don't get me wrong. It looks really cool. But my fear is, so they'll give you $150 or $100. They'll give me $100 to sleep on this thing for a night and test it out, because I have bin diagnosed with sleep apnea or something. And an extra $50 if my wife goes, my partner goes. And she's not totally on board with it. I'm trying to convince her because, A, we get an extra $50. Plus, I think I'll sleep better if she's there. But my fear is we're going to sleep on this thing and love it. And then, both get the best sleep of our lives. And then we feel like we have to buy this $8,000 freaking thing, the pad to go on our bed, because we just bought a new mattress. We don't need to spend another freaking $8,000 on a. It does seem awesome though, this sleep pad, because what it does is it automatically raises and lowers the temperature based on your biometrics, or I don't know how it does it. I'm not a scientist, but point being, throughout the night it raises and lowers the temperature to match you, so it's supposed to help you stay asleep. Clinical studies show 20% better. Who knows if that's true or not? But anyway, I'm thinking about doing it. If I do it, I'll let you know whether it actually worked or not. This is not a paid endorsement for whatever that company is, because it might be terrible, and I'll let you know if it is terrible. But I don't know if I'm going to do it either, because it's also weird sitting in a room while a bunch of people hook you up to stuff and monitor you sleep. You wear your PJs. Sleep nude? I don't sleep nude, but do you wear your PJs? I don't know. I don't know if I get great sleep regardless. That's it for today's show. We'll be back next week with a new episode of The Andy Meadows Show, now available on your favorite podcast platforms as well.